What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another reaction video. This one's going to be fun. Hope you brought a coffee. Sit back and enjoy it because I know I am. Got the hoodie on today from my boy William Wayland. All right, Lift the Weight Nerd. If you have not gotten one of those, make sure you get one. William is killing it out in the UK. This is going to be from the guy on the Jets who returned that punt to win the game. And this is, yes, we are doubling, tripling, quadrupling down on the fact that stop doing cone drills versus pure agility work. And it was beautiful seeing this OODA loop, and you guys are going to get to see it. You're going to get to see us break this thing down by down, break it down play by play, bit by bit, on how he was able to score a touchdown and no cones and no ladders were used in, they probably weren't. All right. I can't say for a fact, but I'm just going to show you as to why the OODA loop matters. Sit back, relax, and let's enjoy the ride as we watch this. So we broke it down into 4 parts for you. Part 1, go ahead, hit that play button. So he catches the punt, makes one guy miss, makes another guy miss. Now we stop it right there. Let's watch it one more time. Catches the ball, one guy miss, second guy miss, put the ball and go the other way. Getting back to why you don't need to touch the ground when you run shuttles. When you saw him change direction, he didn't have a low angle where hand was on the ground. He was actually at a high angle, hip, ankle, and knee. So that's the specificity that you want to be training your athletes. You don't need them touching the line. You can have discipline when you touch with your foot. Again, let's play the video for you one more time. Boom, catches the punt, goes over, crosses, makes 2 guy misses. Now, he is reacting to a stimulus. He's reacting to the guys running at them. Then he changes direction and goes away from them. In this case, he went from his right to his left. So he had to react to the guy in front of him. Now, let's go ahead and let's watch part 2. So he's ran away from those first 2 guys. Now he's running. Now he's observing. And he's trying to figure out what's going to happen. So at the end of that video, you see he's got in his sight, he knows he's got 6 dudes to deal with. He's got 2 that are to his right and behind him. He's got, I guess you could say 3 guys that are even with him and behind him. He's got 2 guys that are ahead of him that have an angle. And then he's got the punter all the way down there. So now he's thinking, okay, what do I got to do? So that's the whole observe and orientate. So he's observing what's going on around him, and he's orientated himself to what needs to happen next. And he's drawing on past experiences. So he's remembering exactly what just happened prior. So let's watch this again. He's running away from people. And now the video stops right here. So that way you see what we're talking about, where he's got that picture in front of him and he's got to figure out what to do next. So let's go to part 3 of this video. Hit play. So now you watch that again. Running away from people. Somebody just tripped on him. Now, where this video ends, you've got another great clear picture. And parts 1 and 2 led to this ending in part of part 3, because now you're looking at this vision from his perspective. He's got one person directly in front of him who, when he observes and orientates and he remembers past experience, that's a bad athlete in front of him. All right. I love punters. Shout out Shane McDonough. Shout out Riley Williams. Shout out, oh my gosh, Will Saffris, right? Shout out to Neil, Pat Toomey, all the kickers that I've worked with in my life. Keegan Vaughn, Marshall Kane, Dylan Kidd. Love you guys. Marshall was the best athlete out of all of y'all, but you know that a kicker punter is probably not the best person to be tackling a punt returner. He knows that as he's trying to make this change in direction. He's got 2 gaps here between the punter and the guy getting blocked near the 15, or the guy who's chasing him on the 20, and then his teammate, number 52, on the 20. So he's got these 2 ways that he could go, and he's trying to figure it out. This is a scenario that needs to be trained with your athletes, and you can do this. You can set up drills like this where you're doing one-on-one tackling as one-on-one mirror, and then you add in layers of complexity with the 1v1, 1v2, 2v3. DeMarco and Cam Joss and Fergus Conley have all talked about these things in different ways, and we've talked about them in fundamentals level 1 and level 2. If you are not have already done fundamentals level 1 and level 2, you need to do it. The link in down below, it talks about that in our education course. Sign up for fundamentals if you don't understand these things. We can talk about it even more. Sign up to be a member if you need to understand this stuff even more. We talk about this in further depth. But he has a two-way go. He has to figure out what he's going to do, and you can train these scenarios. So let's go to part 4 where all the magic happens. Hit play. He makes that one guy miss and then goes and scores the touchdown. Yes, go celebrate. Go celebrate with your team because you scored a touchdown and because your coaches know what they're doing. Let's hit play again. Makes one guy miss. His teammates did the rest, and now he goes and changes direction. Guys and girls, I'm telling you right now, no 5-10-5. No, none of these other drills are going to actually prepare you to do what that athlete just did right there. It's not. It will, in the lowest hanging fruit way, it will prepare your muscles, tendons, and ligaments to be ready for those change in directions. But we already talked about DeMarco stuff, and we talked about the agility work that he has helped bucket. And that was one of the best things that he's done. Back when he was talking on the Just Fly podcast, he was going to present for DeMayo at CVAS, but then COVID canceled it. But he created those buckets, right? Mirror, dodge, chaser, and score, I think is what it was. And so that's a good way to help bucket coaches for how do I program the agility work and make sure I'm doing everything. But one of the parts about the 8-vector system and things that he and I did at Iowa, and that's where a lot of these original conversations came from when we worked together at Iowa, was just prepping your body for that general work. And that's the 8-vector stuff. It's change off the right, come right back. Change off the left, come right back. So the body is prepared for it. So the same way that a 5-10-5 or an L drill, box, change in direction drills, whatever you want to call them, the way that they prepare you for that we just saw, they prepare you the same way that the 8-vector running, whether you're running or whether you're doing the jumping, right? That's another good thing that DeMarco did. But you got to remember, the pre-programmed stuff just prepares muscle, tendons, and ligaments and the fascia. That's all it does. It does not prepare the OODA loop and the decision-making process. Another good thing that DeMarco had done, and he's talked about this in the warm-up, is one offensive, one defensive player. You can train the ability to react to what somebody does, and you can train the ability to try to get somebody messed up. You put one person on leader, other person is a chaser. Something as simple as a forward lunge and then just accelerate out of it. Let one person learn to react off of them. That is what happens in sport. You can get creative with this stuff. Stop being in such niches, whatever word you want to use. But that is yet again another example as to why you got to let athletes be athletes and do the messy stuff. If you need extra help with this, and this was a free resource, we've got better resources down below. You can join the site. You can get the fundamentals course. They will dive in and they will help you understand this at a deeper level. This is just surface level, but inside the course, inside the network, you'll get even better stuff. So hope this helped. If you need more help with it, leave a comment. We will respond. We will help you. DM us on social media. Whatever it is, you will get better answers inside the network too, but at the very least, start there and we'll hopefully be able to help you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hopefully you have a coffee. Hopefully you've gone and got yourself a hoodie from our man, William Wayland, and talk to y'all later.
Congratulations on making it to the end of the video. Why don't you celebrate by watching more videos just like it? You can also help us on our quest to placate the algorithm gods by liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Thank you.